Well, now that we got that part out of the way, I want to talk about what vCloud Automation Center isn't, or what it doesn't provide. Sometimes this gets confused. Some of the services that people think that vCloud Automation Center provides, where it's actually another service under it that's providing those. So I wanted to make that clear. Misconception is that vCloud Automation Center is an orchestration tool. So vCloud Automation Center, in its name, says it's an automation tool, right? But it does orchestration, yes, but it relies on another product to do that. So vCloud Automation Center and vCenter Orchestrator, they really go hand in hand. If you think about it, I like to use the brains and hand example. So vCloud Automation Center is really the brains. It provides that self-service catalog. It has the approval workflows. It knows about business logic. It knows about all the different services that exist within an organization. So it has the smarts, right? It understands all that. But it isn't able to do all the work by itself. It needs the hands, right? It needs the hands to go do provisioning, to pull back reports, pull back data, make a backup, do a restore, right? It needs all those different pieces. And that's where vCenter Orchestrator comes in. That's the orchestration tool, and that's really the hands in this model. So don't get the two confused. I wanted to make sure we have a clear separation between what vCloud Automation Center and what vCenter Orchestrator do. Next, I've heard some people that think that it's just a hardware solution. So all it does is it's deployed on a hardware appliance, or it just orchestrates between hardware components. This is fully deployed on virtual appliances. Now, the IaaS components, we'll get into that later, can be deployed on a physical or virtual Windows server. But this is a virtual-based solution, and it interfaces with vSphere products. So this is not a hardware-only solution. I've also heard people say, well, it's a hypervisor, right? Well, not really. So vCloud Automation Center in itself is not a hypervisor at all. Yes, it interacts with hypervisors like ESXi, like Zen, like KVM, maybe OpenStack, whatever hypervisor you're using under OpenStack, but it's not a hypervisor in itself. Really, it's just interacting through vCenter Orchestrator with other endpoints, whether it's a hypervisor, a virtual machine, or even a physical server. And then I've also heard that it's only a service broker that just leverages APIs, right? Also not the case. Now you know it provides this self-service catalog, and it uses vCenter Orchestrator to talk via APIs to those endpoints and to those services. So it merely is not just a service broker for APIs. It is much more than that. It is the business logic. It is the self-service catalog. That's the real value that the tool is providing.